Hey there everyone, it's Brendan here from the Crypto 101 team, and in today's tutorial, we're going to be giving you a full walkthrough of Gemini's active trader platform. Now, for those of you who might not be familiar, most modern cryptocurrency exchanges, especially the centralized exchanges, have a pro or an advanced feature. This is beyond just the basic interface that a lot of us are used to, where we can open up a more advanced trading platform. We can see things like charts, order books, additional trading pairs, additional order types, and a whole bunch of new options. This is for people who are a little bit more accustomed and used to the crypto space, and they're looking for a more advanced guide or a more advanced structure so that they can expand what they're already doing. So if you're looking to get plugged into the advanced version of Gemini, this is going to be the perfect tutorial for you. And without further ado, let's go ahead and kick this off and move us over to our screen share. So on this more advanced interface, again, it's called the active trader interface. You might hear me stumble and say it is the advanced interface. But on this, we can see that there is a lot more going on than just the traditional Gemini counterpart. Now, one of the coolest things, and I'll say this right off the bat, one of the coolest things about this is you get substantially lower trading fees by using this active trader platform or this advanced platform. Traditionally, Gemini can charge you a little bit of a range based on how much crypto you buy, but we're just going to use $100 as the example. If you're going to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin on the basic Gemini interface, it's going to cost you around $1.49 in fees. Now, if we look at the active trader interface and we do $100, well, this is going to cost us only 40 cents. So a fraction of the cost, about a third of the cost that it would on the basic interface. So the fees are going to be lower, especially when we are using things like limit orders. Now, if you want to go ahead and actually navigate through this from top to bottom, on the left over here, you can see that there is this BTC USD tab. It might be a different coin pairing for you, but if we click on this, we can see that they have three options: all, spot, and derivatives. All is just self-explanatory. It's going to say, hey, it's going to be both spot and derivatives. Spot is just normal cryptocurrency trading. You're saying, hey, I want to buy one Bitcoin. I want to sell one Bitcoin. I want to buy 0.1 Ethereum. I want to sell 0.1 Ethereum. I want to buy the crypto tokens themselves. Derivatives is a little bit different. This is where advanced features come in. And you can see it's saying, hey, you're in the US, you can't get access to this. But derivatives are saying instead of actually buying the underlying tokens themselves, you're going to typically be buying contracts or leveraged versions of those assets at a set dollar amount. So rather than going and buying, 0.1 Bitcoin or 0.2 Ethereum or, one Chainlink or one Solana or whatever it may be, it's going to say, hey, you're going to go long or short. You're going to bet that the price is going to go up or down. And then instead of that being in a token amount, it's going to be in a dollar amount. So you're going to say, hey, I'm going to bet $100 that Chainlink is going to go up at X amount of leverage, and it can vary, 2x, 5x, 10x leverage. And that's what derivatives are. So if you're in the US, the odds are you're not going to be able to get access to this. However, if you are overseas, then that is something that you can look into. But just remember that with leverage, there always comes a gigantic portion of additional risk. So we can toggle between these two, and we can see all of the different assets that we have as trading pairs over here. Now, there are a lot. We can go through this. We can see that there are really, really a lot to sift through. So if I'm trying to find something specific, say I'm trying to find Solana, and I don't want to type all this, well, then I can just type the word SOL or SOL, which is the ticker symbol for Solana, into the search bar. And now I can see that there is Solana to USD, Solana to ETH, and Solana to BTC. What this means is that if I want to exchange USD for Solana, I would choose Sol USD. If I want to exchange some Ethereum for Solana, I could use Sol ETH. If I want to exchange some Bitcoin for Solana, I can do BTC Sol, but those are the only three coin pairs that I have. So if I have something like, let's just say Chainlink, I cannot exchange my Chainlink directly for Solana. I would actually have to sell it into one of these and then exchange it. Now, on the rest of this interface, we can see that there is a lot of other stuff that's actually going on. We have a chart in the middle, which we can actually customize because this is a TradingView interface. So if I want to come over here, I can change this from a hollow candle chart to a normal candle chart. I can change this to a line chart if I prefer that. And I can get a little bit of, just variety. In fact, I can even double click on this and I can change the colors, I can change the style, and I can change the lines themselves. So, say I don't like the colors red and green, I can make my colors blue. I can make it pink, I can make it whatever I want in here, right? So we're just going to keep it at red and green for the moment. But you can customize this interface, which is quite nice. And then you have an order book over here on the side, which you can change. And you can say, hey, I can change my order book. I can make it look at bigger orders, smaller orders. I can see what's on the horizon. And then I actually have my order form window over here. Now, this is going to be one of the big features, right? You have your buy button and you have your sell button. So if I'm looking at this and I want to buy or sell, we have three options. We have limits, stop limits, and market orders. Now, for the most part here, the primary orders that you're going to be using are limit orders and market orders. I tend to think that limit orders are almost always better. You typically get lower fees, and you also are making sure that you don't have slippage and that you're getting filled at a very specific price point, which is what I prioritize. So limit orders are saying, hey, I want to get filled at a specific price, and I do not want to get filled. I do not want to be buying or selling until that specific price hits. So you're waiting on the price, and the price matters more than the time. A market order is the opposite. This is saying, I want to get filled now. I don't really care where I get filled at specifically. I want to be filled right now, and I care more about the time than I do the price. So what this is going to say to you is, hey, you're going to get filled immediately. And so you can sometimes see more slippage, and you can even potentially see larger orders if you do get filled by a market order. So that's something that you have to kind of be just careful of. It is something that can come up. And then, of course, at the bottom over here, you have your open orders, you have your trading history, and then you have your order history. So if you want to see any kind of past assets or orders or trades or any of this stuff, you can view all of that from this little bottom left section over here on your screen. And after that, that's really all there is to this Gemini active trader platform, or this Gemini advanced platform. I think one of the biggest takeaways here is that you're going to get a lot of different variety. You get new order types, you get lower trading fees, you get more trading pairs, as you can see over in here. So it's giving you a lot more options, a lot more freedom. And for anybody that is a little bit more on the advanced trading side of the market, then this could definitely be something for you to go ahead and look at for yourself. So thank you all for watching. If you did like this video, then consider hitting that like and subscribe button. We have a lot more tutorials coming your way in the future, so we want to know in the comment sections which ones you want to see next. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you very soon.